Let's move on to the fan question.
Oh, yeah. It's actually the spicy advice question. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah. The spicy advice question.
So the question is, how to deal with losing friends.
I've got advice on this. I've lost a lot of friends.
Who's got something?
Oh, gosh.
I have a lot of advice because I've gone through this many a time.
Give it to us, Peggy.
Okay. So losing a friend is akin to a massive breakup because that person, you might have even been closer to them than someone that you're dating because you literally go to them for everything. You talk to them about everything. Like, losing friends is one of the worst things that we go through. And I think the typical protocol is much like a breakup in the sense that there's a long mourning process. You have to grieve. You have to cry. You have to be sad. You have to just live in that. And then you have to say, why did this friend, like, what happened? Did I do something wrong? Did they do something wrong? Did we grow apart? Do they have the qualities that it takes to be a real friend to me? Yes. Do they? Do they bring me joy or do they bring me pain? And then you write it down, do a little journaling exercise, and then you make some goals. Like, okay, what kind of a friend do I want now? What do I learn from the situation? Did I learn that I need someone more supportive? Or do I learn that I need someone, who's a little less, a little less up in my grill, Who knows? Or maybe sometimes they just disappear out of nowhere and then you go, oh, okay. And then you got to say, okay, well, start over again. So that's my advice.
That was good advice. I really like that.
Good job.
I would say as you get older, it gets easier to lose friends. I know it's kind of weird. You don't turn into like a cyborg or anything. But I think as you get older, you kind of realize that, for everything, there's a time. There's a season. Sometimes people come into your life for like a short period of time, and that is okay. You don't have to always have a friend forever. And if you lose a friend, that doesn't invalidate the fact that you might have had a really good friendship with them. But maybe you just grew apart and you're on two different paths now, and now you can't even relate to that person. So you guys being friends is kind of awkward anyway. Like, that's happened to me with a few people, and I was really sad about it at first. Like, why do they hate me? What did I do wrong? Like, you just kind of blame yourself. But then I kind of realized just with a few people, like, we just grew apart and they're living a different life, and that's totally fine. Like, I have other friends that are good, and I'm just gonna focus on them. So you kind of just have to get to a place where you can get to an attitude of letting go and just accepting new people will come.
An attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I've learned, I can definitely speak on this subject. I lost lots of friends in my life. But specifically, I lost one friend recently, my very, very, very best friend. And I learned, I'm still very sad about it. I think about it every day. But I learned that people change a lot. People literally, just because they're one type of person, that point in time does not mean they're going to be that person forever. Like, people can literally change their entire, like, their values, the way they treat people, the way that they see the world, the way they see themselves. Like, it can all change, like, in front of your eyes, and that happened to me. So I would say be honest with yourself and don't, like, idealize this friend as you do with people who you used to date. Like, sometimes you look back and you're like, oh, they were so good, they were so perfect, and maybe they were really great to you, but that doesn't really matter, because if that person is no longer in existence, then you're missing something that doesn't exist. So I would say be honest with yourself, and
it's almost like they died.
But yeah, I relate to that. It's like, I miss the person that I used to know, but you have to acknowledge they're not there anymore.
So you really
can't go
have to
back.
ask yourself. And honestly, it's really therapeutic to talk to the friend about it. I did that. I literally cried on the phone with this person, like, you don't exist anymore, this sucks, like, I miss you, but, like, that's all I can do. Like, it felt really good to be honest with her and to let it all go, lay it on the line, whatever, be honest with myself, but eventually you just have to move on and let it go, because people change and certain people can't be in your life forever. And honestly, if someone's not in your life anymore, it's probably for a reason, and it was probably for the best.
Yeah, and also a really great way to stay active in your friend's life, even though they don't exist, is through prayer. Because when I lost one of my friends in the summer, then I literally just prayed for them every day, and it made me feel more, it made me feel like closer to them, even though it wasn't like a thing.
Yeah, you're not ready to let go.
I thought you were going to say, well, I didn't think you were going to say, it's like a way to stay active in your friend's life is to work out with them. Get it? Stay active.
Oh, I thought you were going to say stalk their social media.
Yeah, me too.
And I was like,
no.
Don't do that.
Just pray, put in a good word with the Lord.
I hope you're somewhere. Pray. One more thing I could add is that we've had this problem, at least we have had this problem. Us two people.
You and Catherine.
Kath and I forgot people are listening to this, not just watching. Hello, if you're only
Hello,
listening.
readers.
Shout out to you. Anyway.
Hello, readers.
Yeah, if you're just reading this with your ears.
We love our readers.
Yeah, all the ear readers, shout out to you. Anyway, what I was going to say is that something that happens sometimes is that people want to like shed their old persona and become a new persona.
Yes.
And sometimes you are a part of their old persona, and it's nothing that you did wrong. It's just that you're a part of their old persona, and they don't want to be that person anymore. So they shed you as a part of it because they're making this new wild persona or whatever it is, and you just can't be a part of it. So sometimes you didn't do anything wrong. They're just shedding that. Just move on.
I think this is a frying pan of truth moment, honestly.
I think so, too.
Because that is the truest thing.
Hold it up, lady.
Hold it up high.
Honesty abounds.
Good question. Glad we had that.
Yeah. I'm
about-
sorry you